Hang on to your seat, baby, because this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Are you not? Are you not entertained?
What's going on, Entertainment? So time comes out with another video. We're doing Hollywood Hot Topics today. You already know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hype up the video. Before I get started, shameless plug. Make sure y'all subscribe to Evner Entertains on YouTube. So if y'all interested into more of less of the ratchet that I do cover on Evner Entertainment, like Housewives, Peacock, Bravo, especially. I am going to be recapping Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion tonight. I done see some of the sneak peeks, y'all, and it looking good. So I will be covering that on this channel. So make sure y'all head over there to subscribe. It's at Evner Entertains. So instead of Evner Entertainment, Evner Entertains. All right, it's gonna be a good one. We haven't done one of these in not in a minute, but you know, in a minute. All right. So first, let's start off with these ticket prices with Chris Brown and Usher. A lot of people are up in arms because they feel like the ticket value is not worth what they're going to get at face value. With one user saying Chris and Usher could kiss Mike with these prices, get the hell out of here, face value. First of all, I feel like whoever tweeted this or shared this on social media, y'all not that smart, because the seat that she is going for is seat 137, which is very close to that stage. Anybody that knows, the closer you get to that stage is the more you're going to pay. And you are not seeing one artist, you're seeing two. Not only that, you're seeing two mega artists. From somebody that went to the Usher concert, I was very impressed. This man did a whole set. Y'all did a video on it. So for the ones that's been subscribing forever, I literally made a video about it the day after. This man did a whole set with like no break. Swear to God, it was damn near 2 hours straight. I'm talking back to back to back to back to back to back. No break. The break he probably had was walking around trying to have them women deep throat them cherries. That's it. Besides that, this man was so quick when it came to turnarounds and being on stage. He was not off stage for very long, you guys. I'm talking maybe a minute or two where he was only changing an outfit. And then he would be back on stage performing the next set. And we all have seen Chris Brown's work ethic on stage. So I feel like these ticket prices are not unfair. If you don't got it, you just don't got it. Straight up. And not only that, if you don't got it, sit further back. At least you went. You're going to see it on the Megatron screen. That's how I feel. So I don't think these prices are as crazy as they're trying to make it seem, because look at the seat first. And then also, it's two mega artists. You getting two for the price of one. This is the first time they're going to be touring together to even begin with. So I feel like it's worth it. I am going to be seeing them. I am going to be purchasing a ticket. Okay. Now, will I be purchasing a ticket so up close? Probably not, because I don't want to pay all that. But I will be purchasing a ticket. So we all saw the whole Ice Spice thing that happened the other day. Thinking back on it now, and then some of the stuff that has came out as of days when this incident occurred, I low-key feel like this was set up. And the reason why is because it's just ironic. All of it was filmed and filmed correctly. The girl coming up and talking about, do you shake butt? It just like, there's certain things about this situation, I'm looking back on it now, that I feel like maybe this was all done for clout. And it was all done to get her name back into the headlines again. And also her being without security out of all places, McDonald's. It's not like she was in a club somewhere. McDonald's. Now, according to her attorneys, they said they're planning on filing charges, and they have filed charges. But I watched The Breakfast Club, and Lauren called the LAPD and wanted an update on like the charges and asked for, you know, update on the report and stuff. And they said there has been no report filed. So it's like filed. So I'm like, did this actually happen for real, or was this like a setup made by Todd? Like, I don't know. I don't know. It did, like, looking at it now, I'm looking back at the video. It does look a little weird. It does look a little weird. It looks too good to be true. It looks way too good to be true. I hope it's not, because I do feel like that would be pretty lame of her to do something like that, because you're also putting other celebrities in harm by putting this video out there, because people are gonna think that they could do stuff like that, you know, not get away with it, but get a little fame out of it. So I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all feel like this video is, you know, a little setup-ish, and that this was done for some sort of public fodder to get her name out there again? Because I'm starting to lean that direction. So y'all, let's talk Pink Face, okay? Blueface, I had to find fuck Blueface, I had to find a new bag. Y'all remember when Krishan was in her exposing era when she was mad at when she was mad at Blueface, and she was started making diss tracks and dissing him on rap songs and stuff like that. The golden days. But anyways, y'all, Blueface is facing a lot of criticism because he recently posted a trip out with him and Pigface, his daughter, going shopping. Okay. And he also replied back to this criticism because during the shopping trip, she was not very well behaved. She started running around, throwing things around, throwing clothes down, tearing up the shop. And a lot of people felt like she needs a lot more discipline. I do not like him posting her. I get that's your child and all, but it's just like, I don't know. It's something about it to me that's a little like sick, especially with everything going on right now, especially with this whole David thing and all that type of stuff. Like, there's just certain things that like y'all parents should refrain posting children online, especially if you're a public figure. You're not a regular like person. Okay, this was the trip that went viral.
That's funny. All right, watch when we get home. You're gonna go in a timeout.
Which house?
You ready for a timeout?
They have like a wait.
No.
Oh, you better stop it right now. Come here.
No! Go away!
Okay.
Go away!
Oh. Okay, wait. Let me talk to you for 1 second. Princess Pink Face. Wait, Princess Pink Face. Okay, wait. Hey, yeah, can you help me? Here. Princess Pink Face, come here. Princess Pink Face, come on. You brat. Hey, I don't
See, this is what happens when you have American parents. I'm telling you, like, it's a whole different breed when, you know, your parents are not American, because I could guarantee she would not be acting like this. I feel like her acting like this is one thing. Him posting about it is a whole nother. Jaden needs to get this under control, and Blueface, because I'm not excluding him as well, before she gets older, because when she gets older, this will be something that's going to be very hard to control, because they're going to have more access to things and they're going to be able to do things and get away with it because of the knowledge they would have gained as they get older. So it's like, these are the behaviors you got to rein in when they're young. I remember Blueface's son at one point was acting up. I remember around that time frame, around a time frame, and he was being, in my opinion, more disciplined than she was. To be honest, maybe it's because she's a boy and they feel like they needed to kind of rein him in. But the stuff that she's doing and cursing and all that, like, I don't think it's gonna help him out. I'm telling y'all, I feel like Pink Face is going to be Blueface's karma for some of the stuff that he has done against women in the media. Straight up, when it comes to Krishan, the Niveas, the list goes on. That's going to be his karma. Now, he did reply back because he feels people are criticizing his parenting style and that don't agree with it.
all you guys insist on me whooping a 3-year-old girl's ass. But if I beat a 26 up for doing the same shit.
And my response to that is, you should get Jaden to do it. I feel like this is how I feel about when it comes to like parenting and stuff like that. If one parent cannot physically take disciplining their child, that's where you need to rely on the other parent. If it's a 2-parent household, of course, don't get me wrong. But if it's a 2-parent household, that's where you need to rely on the other parent to discipline them. If the other parent heart can't take it, because I can't see Blueface disciplining her. You could tell she's like daddy's girl. So it's like he's probably not gonna ever be the type that whip out a belt on her. But Jaden, that's where you need to step in. Better yet, Clarissa, that's where you need to step in. That's just my opinion. And he's laughing about it, talking about whooping grown woman's ass. But a grown woman, you're not responsible for them. That child, you're responsible for.
I'm gonna say I'm wrong. Make it make sense for me, chat. I want me to whip a 3-year-old.
Bro.
A 3-year-old. I don't beat little girls up, but I'll be out of a grown ass.
Oh, we
I'm
know.
thinking to myself, right?
Oh, we know.
Because you should know better.
You will get fought back.
I mean, she don't know better. She's still adjusting to her emotions. You know, being irrational and just, But you grown me?
Get fought back.
Why I can't beat y'all up for doing the same? That's what you want.
And to me, I blame this also on Jaden too, because I remember there's these videos that have went viral where she's talking to Blueface or talking to somebody else and she's cursing up a storm and the babies are like right there. You should not be doing that. That's where she's picking it up. She's not just learning this on her own. She's around it when it's happening. Certain conversations, she's cussing up a storm, the child right there. Like, and you would think she'd be smart enough to like go into the other room or, don't put it on speaker or something like that. She's just sitting there cursing. A lot of people are laughing at this, but I'm telling you, it's not going to be funny in about 10 years. Okay? It's not going to be funny in around 10 years. Okay? Now, let's talk about Clarissa. She is responding back to the haters online that are saying that she has ugly girl syndrome. So what ugly girl syndrome is, for y'all that don't know, you are a girl that is going to feel as if or take less than what you deserve because deep down you don't think you're beautiful, so you accept the less instead of the most. That in turn is ugly girl syndrome because you were to take and accept certain behaviors that a pretty, gorgeous girl would not, because deep down you think you're ugly. Okay? A lot of users went online, did their think pieces on this, and feel as if she has ugly girl syndrome because Papoose recently did a podcast where, in my opinion, he kind of played in her face. Certain things he was revealing you did not have to say, like, oh, I don't stay with her, we don't live together, I got my own crib, she got her own crib, because she's infamous for saying he's upstairs. You didn't have to do all that because now she has egg on her face and you having her look crazy. So this is where people are coming to the conclusion that she has ugly girl syndrome. Do I think she has ugly girl syndrome? A little bit. Okay, but I think she covers it and she maxes it with the fighting, the athleticism, and the cockiness. She puts all that three together and kind of overpowers it, so that way we don't see that part.
Ugly girls and fat girls treat a relationship different. They will cook, clean, do everything, wash, they do all of the things. They treat the guy like a king because I can't do any better. I'm lucky that you even came over here. We see it time and time again where the guy thinks he is the prize and you lucky I'm talking to you. She has ugly girl syndrome. What happens in ugly girl syndrome when a girl thinks that, oh my God, I'm so ugly, or I have not, she's built, we're watching her building her, we are watching her build her confidence. But the problem is she's building it in response to a man. She's not building it in response to women. So it's allowing her to become male-centered, but male-centered in a way that she probably has never, ever really been able to come. We see this happen, and it does not, dark girls who are not traditionally, well kept and who got the moms who make sure they're in the best outfits, their hair done, all of those things, they are hated upon in the world. No, I have I whoop your ass syndrome. I have I beat a bitch up, I beat a nigga up syndrome. I have I love my man syndrome. I have I wear what the fuck I want to wear even though y'all say that I can't dress syndrome. Like, what make you, like, how could you say that I have ugly syndrome? I have ugly girl syndrome. What are you talking about? I have get money syndrome. I don't bother nobody syndrome. Like, how can you say that I have some type of syndrome that you're talking about when I don't bother nobody? I wear what I want. I make my own money. I'm successful. I mind my fucking business. And y'all steady come bothering me, but I'm the one that got, no. I beat your ass syndrome. I whoop a bitch. I whoop a nigga. I love my man syndrome.
See, that's the
'Cause it's
problem.
whatever.
See, that's the problem. The I love my man syndrome is tied into the ugly girl syndrome. Okay, it's all in one. You know what I'm saying? That's what Clarissa's not understanding. All right. And shame on Papoose for doing that podcast. I really didn't like that podcast. I watched that and I was like, oh my God, like, damn. Like, wow. You get what I'm saying? Like, it was like he G-checked her without her even being a part of the podcast. That was a G-check. Like, don't get it twisted, babes. You get what I'm saying? I have things in order. Basically, from that podcast, it was him basically being like, hey, we together. That's my bitch. But like, it ain't like that. I do what I do, she do what she do, but she know what's up. But I ain't over there. I'm like, that was insulting.
Whatever Papoose says goes. Yeah, right? I have that syndrome. I don't fucking, how can I have when you say ugly girl syndrome, know that's somebody who's a hater. Somebody who's constantly attacking people. Somebody who is making up things about people. Somebody who's not bothering them. They come go and bother them. That is what ugly girl syndrome is. Also, ugly girl syndrome is calling a girl that's pretty ugly. So a lot of y'all have that. Because I know damn well that I'm not ugly, but the amount of times that I see it, y'all keep saying it to me because y'all want me to believe it. Ugly girl syndrome.
Okay, let me know if y'all think she has ugly girl syndrome down below. I do not think though that Clarissa's ugly. Okay, there's some ugly women, but she's not one of them. Okay, especially when she's done up. I just feel like she can do better when it comes to that relationship. I do not feel like Papoose is the one for her, just because if that were the case, he would have made sure and move leaps and bounds and let people know to not ever try her like that. Because you know what's crazy? The amount of times I feel like she's been tried on the internet and he hasn't, to me, really stepped up and be like, hey, chill out, is abysmal. Like, there's been certain times the internet has been on her ass, and I feel like he's never come out and kind of like G-check the internet to relax, so that way they could kind of chill off of her. The only time he's done that when it came to 50 Cent, but I really feel like he only did that coming at 50 Cent because of his ego and him wanting to prove that, hey, you're not finna disrespect no girl that I'm talking to or dealing with or anything like that. That's why he started dropping the diss tracks and all of that. But let it be the internet, it's kind of like, oh, let them do what they do. No. That energy, I feel like, needed to be kept all around, not just when it came to 50 Cent. So, y'all, let's talk housewives, y'all. We have some sad news. Apparently, Big Poppa passed away. Don't be tired for that party. Oh, don't be tired for that party. Oh, that's something late. Late. Don't be tired for that party. All right, I'm going to say this. I thought Big Poppa was a lot older than 68. Kim, you tried to make it seem like Big Poppa was in like his 70s or something like that. That was not no Big Poppa. That was Big Unc. That man was not that old. 68? Are you serious? That would mean Housewives, when you were filming it, he had to have been in his 50s or late 40s. It's 2026. You were on Housewives 2009, 10, 11-ish. So that's a good like chunk of change away, damn near 2 decades. He was not that old. That was not a Big Poppa. Please. Kim really tried to give us this freaking image as if she was dating like a real sugar daddy. That was a sugar unc, okay? Just providing you with things. Please. Now, sadly, he did pass away. The cause of death, they have not revealed as of yet. Kim has not yet put out a statement. Of course, she's still dealing with a lot when it comes to Cordell. But his family confirmed his passing. And that's just about it. Okay. He really is the OG sugar daddy. Like a lot of people didn't know what a sugar daddy was until they started watching Housewives of Atlanta. And then we met Kim, and she would always refer to this ominous figure as Big Poppa. He was like the white wizard Kelly. You get what I'm saying? So RIP does go out to him. In more Housewives news, Drew, I don't know how I'm gonna keep defending you.
Now, I know you ain't doing that. I can't believe you did this. That's why I don't tell you nothing. Because why you do that? Why I do what?
Why are you having people run your account and you don't have... Y'all, okay. I'm finna play... I low-key might play this little story time that I did on Twitch for y'all on this video. Because a similar situation happened to me. Not similar, but somewhat, I guess. Okay. Better yet, hey, why not? Let's play it really quick. So the other day, I ended up getting a very rude message on Instagram. I talked about it in the beginning of this video on Twitch the other day, and I thought I'd share it, okay? So let's take a listen. The reason why I'm prefacing this story is because this is a lesson as to why you should not have nobody having access to your account and replying for you on your behalf. I'm like a big believer into that. Like, I have people helping me on my blog, but they do not have access to my page to where they be able to respond to people. Straight up. I love them and trust them, but no. So let's take a look and then we'll get to the Drew story. This is what I want to show y'all. And this is the page. Y'all could go to the page. I don't want y'all bothering the person, but I'm just telling my side of the story. So this is what happened. There's this account. It's called, and this is even better because they put their profile picture how it was. For y'all that's in the Discord, y'all know this story time already. And remember what I said in the Discord about how the profile was red and it said OMG TV Media? That's what it looked like. And they put it back to that profile. Like I said. So they go to red carpet events and stuff like that, right? So they have put up a post saying, hey, anybody want to join a group chat with other people in media? He's going to be dropping anytime they're having events. So I was like, hello, I would like to join. Keep in mind, these DMs, it's going to look like I'm talking to myself because his assistant deleted his messages. Stay with me. So all these DMs, it looked like I'm talking to myself. But as you see, I said, OMG, thank you. That's me replying back because he said, oh, I'm going to add you to the group chat. I'm familiar with who you are. At first, he was going to have me pay to join the group chat. The assistant, I feel like, was going to have me pay to join the group chat because when the person replied back, the assistant said, because I didn't know it was an assistant at first. The assistant said, hey, you're going to have to pay such and such to join the group chat. I was like, okay, bet, I don't mind. And then the person behind the page, replied back and said, no, you don't got to pay to join. I'm familiar with who you are. Because he is an entertainer, I'm assuming, because he said he knew who I was. So I said, OMG, thank you. And I said, thank you for the support. I really appreciate the support because he knew who I was and he was going to let me join in for the free ski. And he said, oh, sorry about that. That was my assistant. That's how I knew it was the assistant that tried to charge me to join the group chat. Boom. For some reason, okay, and once again, I want y'all to take a look at, because I'm going to minimize myself. This time I know I'll be telling the truth. The Discord. Via's in here, so she know what I'm talking about. Look at the profile picture, because I guess they returned the profile picture back how it was. Y'all see how it's red, right? That page, I do not know what this person looks like to this day. Straight up. I didn't even know what he looked like. Because if y'all mess yourself, so y'all gonna go on the page. Please don't bother this person. I'm just telling y'all the story because I fuck with y'all. If y'all go to the page, that page is nothing but red carpets and media. He does not have a picture of himself, a video of himself. So I strictly DM'd him off of an opportunity. I wanted to get on. I wasn't trying to talk to him like that. I don't even know what he looks like. Mind you, I keep that in mind. So At one point, he was trying to add me to the group chat, and he had a difficulty doing it. And then I said, let me see if it's on my end, blah, blah. And I say, oh, you aren't following, so that might be the problem. I said, oh, try my personal account. Mind you, there were messages in between that, but it was all pertaining to adding me to the group chat. Because he had a problem doing it. What I'm assuming is the assistant blocked me and from joining the group chat in some way. I don't know how she did it. I'm trying to figure out to this day. Boom. So Jocelyn's event was Monday night. So I DM'd him Sunday night. I said, hey, yo, you going to Jocelyn's premiere? If y'all go to his page, he has nothing but red carpet stuff on there. So I'm assuming he's going. Tell me why the assistant, I don't know if it's a wife, a side chick, I don't give a crap. I'm assuming it's a woman. They said, yo, that's not very professional. No, he's going to be with his wife and kid. He doesn't go to those type of events. That's not his type of party as a man.
And it saddens me, Kelly.
The show that Jocelyn event was called Get Money Girls. It wasn't called Get Money Punks. Ain't nothing in there was a bunch of bad bitches and a few niggas. You know how Jocelyn said, bad bitches, bad bitch through the party, I got bad bitches, yeah. Ain't nothing was bad bitches. So when I got this DM, y'all, it blew me. It still bothering me to this day, y'all, because I never had this happen to me before. So like it threw me completely off. I said, what? My job, when I got this message, I was driving on the highway. So, bitch, I was mad as hell. I never drove so fast in my life because I was so mad. Because I'm like, I know this bitch should not just try me like this. Because it's like, what are you trying to insinuate, lady? Like, mind you, the only reason why I asked him, is he going? The PR that I was working with to get to the event, I saw that they kept posting they need more media people. So I could tell they needed, and me being at the event, they didn't have that much media people. So I'm assuming they wanted more people to interview, do press and all that stuff. That's why I was asking, because if he was going to go, I was going to say, hey, you should go, whatever, they need people. I don't even know where this man lives, for God's sakes. Nonetheless, what he even looks like. So when I replied back, by the time I replied back, I said this. As I'm typing, the person blocks me and then deletes his messages. I said, wait, what? I was only asking because I was working as media, and I know the premiere had an issue finding people to cover media, and the show is about women who get money. So I'm not sure what you're referring to when you say the type of party, but okay. And I said, I'm very professional. Only start off with that because he said he was familiar with who I was in our prior conversation. Mind you, our prior conversation, he was like, yo, I know who you are. Keep in mind, I don't know what this person looked like. So that bothered me only because you tried to insinuate some gay shit over a ghost. I don't know what this man looks like. So what am I lusting after? Casper? Mind you, this never happened to me before. I'm friends with so many straight niggas. I've never been checked on no weird shit. None of that. Because they know I don't even play like that. I don't even talk to DL niggas. So I don't know if the nigga, bro, that threw me for a loop. When I tell y'all I gagged, that's what I'm telling y'all this, because it's like, it gagged the fuck out of me. Because I never had this happen in my life. I couldn't believe it. And for y'all in the Discord, y'all know I'm not lying, because look at the profile picture. Like, didn't I tell y'all it was red? Gagged the fuck out of me. It gagged me. I said, what the fuck? So it just, these are the type of stuff, these are the type of people that DL Whisper is producing that's having y'all paranoid, thinking that like, the punk's trying to F on y'all nigga when that's not even the case. Nigga, I wanted an opportunity. I ain't want to, the fuck? No. Trust me. And another thing too, I don't chase. Believe that. Y'all see how I look, bitch? Like, oh, chase. Please. The only thing I chase is a card, bitch. A credit card. Fuck. So that's my story time, y'all. Please do not be like this person, y'all. Do not ever think every punk is trying to F y'all nigga, because that's not the case, especially when they don't know what the nigga look like. Okay? And this goes into a further conversation where I say, like, it seems to be like people think gays are a bigger problem than what they are when there's literally men killing Black women, and they're not punks. I'll tell you that much. So it's like, y'all, some of you guys need to get out of that mindset, because that's just not the case. So that's So that's my story, y'all. So let's go back to the Drew Sidora story. This is why I'm comparing it to it. Apparently, she said someone had access to her threads and was posting on it for her, which once again, if you run any social media page, do not let anybody reply for you. Trust me. Find the time in the world to reply certain things because you may not have the same response as another person that's responding for you. Straight up. Okay. Someone Drew tweeted, what do you guys think about last night's episode? This was on Threads. Someone replied back, I didn't miss Kelly. It was great. I love the dynamic of the ladies. If y'all don't know the recent episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta, Kelly was missing from the episode. She was not in a scene whatsoever. And then Drew replied back, I don't think nobody did. Then Kelly responded and said, imagine where you would be if you focused on your family instead of focusing on me. I'm not doing this with you tonight. I have carpool in the morning. Bye. Drowning Drew. Get off Threads. Okay. Now, Drew claims she did not write this and that somebody wrote this on her staff on her behalf. She said, no shade, truly, I know how quickly things can get twisted in the world of social media, especially during a time like this in my life. As I navigate transition, move through my divorce, I want to be very clear. I have no desire to tear down or attack another woman. That's not simply who I am, and it's not the energy I'm moving in. That said, I do take accountability for what's been posted from my page. Some comments were made by a team member who had access and acted independently in ways that don't reflect me or my values. Y'all remember when Evelyn told Jennifer, you think it's smart to have somebody running your page? I mean, you think it's smart to have somebody running your blog? Remember when Jennifer had somebody running her blog? This is the same thing. I do not feel like you should be ever allowing anybody that's working for you to respond to anybody, especially when it comes to one, business 100%. And then two, social stuff, because something you may clap back is not something you may want to be clapped back for. That is why that Evan Entertainment page that y'all see, any comment that y'all see, the responding back, that's me, not anybody else. Any like that you see, that's me, not anybody else. Any retweet that you see by this page, it's me, not anybody else. And I did it that way on purpose. Straight up. Now, the posts, they're not all made by me. Okay, that's the only thing. All right, I just don't feel like it's smart to leave that big of a responsibility into people's hands. It's very dumb because that's why I played that story time that I said on Twitch, because something like that could happen. And then she said that individual is no longer part of my team. But out of respect for the positive contributions they made in the past, I won't be publicly shaming them. I've reached out privately to those affected because I believe certain conversations belong in real respectful spaces, not just online. Okay, this was very dumb of Drew to do. And I hope now she doesn't have anybody posted for her on Threads. You do not need somebody running your Threads, Drew. No shade. First of all, that's a newer social media platform. I know you can get a lot of business opportunities on there. I'm very well aware of that. But them posting and replying back for you is not something that you need to pay anybody on your team to do. Straight up. You could do that on your own. You do not need to pay anybody for that. That to me that was just dumb. It's just, I don't know how much I could defend you, Drew. I'm sick of defending you. I've been defending you forever, Drew, and I'm getting tired of it. Okay? So on to a story that's a little funny. It's really not in the grand scheme of things because somebody did lose their life, but this is how dumb people are. One of the people that is accused of being involved in the unaliving of Julio Foolio was caught in the interrogation room, basically mimicking the crime and how he did it by doing this, the Arnold Schwarzenegger in the middle of the interrogation room. I'm like, to me, this is the same. It's the same equivalent to you sitting on the stand and saying, I did it. If you're going to motion it, you might as well just say I did it. Okay?
And in this video, you will clearly see in the evidence Mr. Davion Murphy taking full credit for his role in this shooting. That is just after his arrest when he is left alone in an interview room. That's Mr.
And it saddens me, Kelly. And what am
Okay, there goes I tell you. Okay, that was just not smart of him to do at all. Okay, that was very, very dumb. Okay, now I feel like this is something that's going to hurt him when it comes to, and y'all, I have been following partial of this on my true crime channel, shameless plug, Media Kingdom. So y'all go over there if y'all want to check that out. And I feel like this is going to take a part for what the jury is going to formulate in their brain of his involvement in all of this. 100%. Okay. Now, this David situation is getting worse and worse and worse. I feel like the family needs to be held accountable, and nobody's talking about this enough. I think, in my opinion, the family was being paid to not say anything. Because if y'all remember when they went, when they first found her and they questioned the family and stuff, they said, oh, she had a boyfriend named David. So y'all were well aware that he was with a grown man. That she was with a grown man. It wasn't a secret. It wasn't a secret because y'all were well aware of that. Okay. Now they put out a statement, and Nancy Grace, y'all, has been on their ass like extra hard. They put out a statement that says Celeste was a beautiful, strong girl who loved to sing and dance. Every Friday night was movie night, and we spent wonderful times together. We love her very much. She always told us that she loved us. We miss her deeply. All we want is justice for Celeste. Okay. From the video that I did see of her going at it with the neighbors, this girl, God rest her soul, she wasn't like the biggest saint of them all. So I don't feel like the parents deserve 100% of the blame, but I do feel like they deserve a partial of the blame because this is why I always bring up, and yeah, some people get mad in the comments when I say this. They be like, when I say, when it comes to LGBT topics, y'all be so hammered on that and what's wrong with it, and y'all overlook certain things. This is some of the stuff y'all overlook. Pedophilia. Oh, yes. That's one thing. The girlies turn a blind eye. You would have thought they never seen it. You get what I'm saying? So why wasn't something done way quicker before this happened? Because it's not like they knew each other for like a month or two and then she was unalive. They knew each other for a minute. They were hanging around each other for a minute. There's clips of it. There's videos of it. There's pictures of it. So why wasn't he brought to justice quicker before she passed away? Because guess what? People turn a blind eye when it comes to this. They turn their blind eye when it comes to anything pedo. And that's a deeper problem, especially in the Black community. Y'all have y'all uncles, aunts doing all types of weird crap with younger kids. It doesn't matter the age and all of that. But then y'all get mad at them in the family and will exclude them. But then y'all overlook stuff like that until something bad happens and it's, oh my God, cries, tears. That's the bigger conversation. Because this could have been stopped. Now, they also are claiming that they found child porn in his phone, a lot of it. They're not confirming if some of the materials included Celeste in it. So it might be a combination of both, meaning Celeste stuff and children besides her that were found in there. So we're just waiting on that. Now, the autopsy did come out. The autopsy is so disturbing because she was missing a left eyeball, her pinky, which had his initial on there. In my opinion, I feel like he has some sort of sick fantasy in dismemberment. I feel like he has a sick fantasy when it comes to that because those body parts being removed, that's not something that's going to be able to hide anybody's identity. You're still going to be able to identify whoever that person's body is just off of the dental records. So the eye being removed and the pinky being removed, I feel like that's some sort of sick fantasy that he had, and it was a form of a sacrifice, not to sound like Sloan. Okay, shout out to Psychic Sloan, right? Not to sound like Psychic Sloan, but I feel like it was more so of like a sacrifice more than him trying to hide it. Because if he really was trying to hide her body, putting her in the front of a Tesla truck, not truck, but a Tesla car, that's not hiding it. Like somebody's gonna eventually, the smell is going to cause some sort of complaints. A decomposing body is one of the most putrid smells anybody could smell in the world. So it's like eventually he was going to get caught. So I do feel like it's some form of a fantasy / sacrifice that was really, really going on with those two parts being missing. When this mugshot dropped, that is all over social media. It spooked me the whole time I seen that. It spooked the heck out of me. I do feel like there's more than one person involved in this. I do not think he carried this crime out all by himself. It's like impossible in my opinion. I think other people either assisted him, and I feel like other people knew about it. Other people that knew about it just were scared to tell because they did not want to be involved in it. I feel like it was probably 1 or 2 people that helped him do all of this. Straight up. The timeline hasn't make sense. Now, if he is prosecuted in this, he might face the death penalty. And he would be one of the first cases to receive the death penalty since 2006. If he does get prosecuted of this, I do feel like it's deserving. And it would send a message out there to the people in the music industry to stop doing stuff like this, because he isn't the only one doing stuff like this. There's a lot of people in the music industry that are involved with children, but they're just not caught because so many people are so scared to speak because they don't want to be excluded from the social circle in the music industry because they know that's what's going on. Okay. More of a further breakdown on Media Kingdom, so make sure y'all subscribe. Okay. Anyways, y'all, let me know what y'all think down below about this video, and we're all babies.